Welcome back everybody to Archive Gaming. This is Romance of the Three Kingdoms 14 and this is our Yuan Shu Let's Play in the Intentions of the Two Yuans. So we bailed out of the Central Plains and right now we're gonna try to re-establish ourselves if it's not too late. We're gonna try to reestablish ourselves in eastern Jiandong. And I say if it's not too late because if you look at the map here, you can see that, you know, the dominant powers are pretty much emerging already, so we need to try to keep up with everybody else. And it's going to be a little bit tougher because, you know, our officer corps is not the best, so gonna see if we can start recruiting already. Where are we at in this month? We're in late October. Okay, so next month we'll start recruiting. I think Liu Bei's probably going to take over all of the eastern Central Plains, so he's probably going to take Guanling and Shoshun, and he might even take Lujiang if I'm not fast enough. So I need to put a force together, go at least and capture Lujiang, otherwise I'm going to be cut off from crossing the sea over here. Should probably start building some we should probably start building some fortifications along the coast here, similar to what I did in my Sun Quan playthrough. Which if nobody's seen that one, I recommend checking that one out. That one's, man oh man, that one was crazy. It's an old warhorse's ambition, and it's nuts. Cao Cao's pretty much got the whole map, and you just have to try to survive it for as long as you can. It was crazy. Had to give that one up though. We were got locked into a stalemate we could never break. So yeah, Kongzu's about to get overthrown by both Cao Cao and Liu Bei. It's almost like they've struck up a truce or something. You'd think this was Romance 11 and they got a ceasefire done, because they are enemies. They're just not attacking each other. So each one's just kind of expanding their hold. And because I just got here, we haven't been in this territory for too long. We're not even done taking over. We're not even done conquering the areas. So we're in no position to really take any territory or any land right now. I'm gonna start recruiting, but it's gonna be a little while. Let's see if we can get our where we are with Shan Yu. We're trusted. Okay. I think we need to get public order up in order to trigger the event. Okay, so we need to get this up to 100 for volunteers. Let's see if we could do that. Yeah, okay, that should put us at 100. Over 100, okay. And now we just need the other ones. Public order. I got them mixed up actually. Okay. Well, either way, we'll get them. We'll get them in time. Okay, don't really have anybody to recruit just yet. Let's get somebody out here and start building. I don't expect Zhang Chao to really be around for much longer, not with Liu Bei. Okay, let's send this guy. We'll have him start building on the coast here. Okay. So my options, I mean, I could trigger the Sun Jian event, but it's beyond stupid. So it would have been useful for me to trigger it early in the game if I was going to at all. And the passage of time has made it even more and more ridiculous if I do trigger it. Because it would wipe out his force, and then I would get like 30 officers. I would get pretty much all of his officer corps. It's kind of silly. So we're not really going to do that. Yeah, he's going to get steamrolled. It was kind of a rough choice, but I'd rather have Liu Bei become like a powerhouse in Shu than risk him being absorbed by Cao Cao. That's the thing. Once Cao Cao takes over, you know, if he takes Lu Bu, or when, I guess, is the right question. That's gonna make him extremely, even more, you know, lopsided in terms of his strength. Wow, Gongsu Zheng actually took non-P from Yuan Shao. That's the first time I see that. It looks like it's mostly because Yuan Shao is busy in other areas, but still. I look at this map and I'm like, there is no place for us in this world any longer. You know, as Yuan Shu, it's like this map is like normally forming kind of as you expect it to from a warlord starting point, except you have Yuan Shu over here and it's like, what is going on here? Like, this doesn't look right at all. So I hope I can make a, you know, hopefully I can make some kind of a fight here, some kind of a stand. Okay, it's a little bit too late to start. Start there. Got 19 and 16. Get a troll guy here. I do think morale has to be above 100 to get the Shan Yu event, or maybe it's just in Huiji that it has to be above 100 to start getting our gifted soldiers. I'll do that for a bit just to get it over that threshold. Okay, and then we're just gonna search. We don't really have much to do. Actually, you know what we can do? Can try the hidden poison in one of Liu Biao's territories. We can find 62. Looks like it's gonna be that one again. Okay. Sometimes that'll spawn bandits or insurrectionists, depending on how you see it. Yeah, giving up my power base in the Central Plains, that really set me back. Maybe not economy-wise, but my troop output, I'm not able to quite get as many troops as I was before. Okay, so Shoshun has fallen. Runan is next. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we still don't have the suggestion for the event. Oh, not banish. Reward. I think it's grayed out though. Okay, we're good then. I'm surprised. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow burn because we just have to rebuild. I mean, that's all there is to it. Oh, come on. Come on, you have the planner trait. Okay, well that's fine. We just need to be sure to have this stuff ready to go. Okay, so let's see, how can we build this in a way where we put a camp here. If we put a camp here, it'll be 1, 2 hex, and then we could put an arrow tower. Okay, so we could put an arrow tower right there. And the encampment here. So it'll go 1, 2. Because the thing I'm thinking of is with Liu Bei's force, right? Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, let's say worst case scenario. The best way to hold them off would be just to build on this coastline with just build on the coastline and then not let them keep their units on ships. And we hold the ground here. And that way we can trigger our tactics and they can't. Yeah, if it comes down to that, again, it could just be all for nothing. We still want to have some kind of a plan there. Let's see. Some morale at here, 96. Let's see if we can get over 100 so we can get him off of recruiting. Nope, not yet. Restrained. Restrain Liu Bei's Sun Goyan unit. I don't think that's gonna matter too much. Let's just search, go to the next turn. Hopefully in the new year we have some new officers. We're only 3 turns away from that, from January, so we will see. Zhao Yun's pretty far from home here. Okay. Let's just do a banquet if we have that. Save some cash. Public order. Let's try that again. 64. It really hasn't gone up, so I don't think you can target the same area more than once, can you? Oh, you can. So you just overload it. But succeeding the first time might change the outcome of the second guy trying it if you stack them together, so you probably can't just bombard it with hidden poison and just kind of, you know, decrease it. Okay, this city's already broke. Morale's above 100 everywhere. Okay, we just need the public order, I think. See, let's check our events. So let's see, what are we missing? Okay, we're not missing anything. We just need 18 turns to go by. Okay, so let's learn some, let's give our guys some tactics to learn. It's the only way to get doctor points right now, so this is it. Oh wow, this guy has nothing at all. What does he have? He has charge. He's holding a shield, so I hope that means he has a defensive formation, maybe crane or something. He has ring. Okay, I wasn't far off. Shout, that could work. Okay, there's probably more. I've probably taught that guy more tactics than anyone has ever. 4, you know? Probably more than anyone has ever taught him. Yeah, it's gonna come down to Liu Bei versus Cao Cao, and unfortunately, based on where I am, I'm gonna have to go to war with Liu Bei. There's just no future for me otherwise. There's, you know, I'm not gonna advance on Sun Jian. I think that would be a death sentence because he's gonna have mastery of the water, so I'll always have to fear that going to war against him. Building a music tower for some reason. Okay, now let's see if we can build let's see. We can build earthen walls around these 2 hexes right here. Where to start? Start it here. We'll end it there. So I could do the same thing on this coast here, but I don't know how effective that would be. I could certainly try it. Try to reinforce that coast there. Let's sell some food because we're out. Okay. Let's make sure he's not training anymore. Or drilling. Okay. really only going to be able to recruit out of Jianye. The other two territories are going to be really far away from being able to recruit every turn. So that's what I mean by if I have enough time. I don't really, I don't know, I think it looks grim. Let's see, banquet in Jianye. It looks grim, but it's entirely my fault because I just took too long committing to the events, and I was kind of driving myself crazy, but you know, I really didn't know how the events worked, so I had to work through them little by little, and by the time it took me to commit, I kind of took a half step in each direction when really I should have committed right away. So if I redid this scenario from scratch, I would probably just pop the Sunjian event, even though I don't really like it, but it would be in my best interest to. I would just pop it, and that way I'd only get 3 or 4 officers, just a handful, because it gets more ridiculous. And I would just use Sunjian's officers to hold my ground. It would give me enough of a push to hold my ground in the Central Plains, and I think that was the intention by whoever created that event, is because the scenario is called the intentions of the 2 Yuans. So they were like, okay, let's give Yuan Chu sort of a sneaky way, suspend belief for a little bit, if you will, and give him some good officers. And you know, that's why they came up with the best thing they could come up with was Huang Gai and Cheng Pu and them joining. Okay, we got another good officer, awesome. I think that guy's pretty good. Maybe not quite as strong overall as a civil officer as his dad, but he's pretty good still. Okay, who's working on this sea right here? Is this Kwa? Port Lu. Wow, look at that piece. That's these ocean hexes are very large. I feel like they were one of the last things that Koei designed. Well, I know that they were the one. You know that they're one of the last things designed when you see this disaster right here. You can't sail from Xianping down to Beihai. How ridiculous is that? Well, that's how you know that they didn't account for the ocean when they were doing those hexes at all. Maybe in the center they did when they drew it up, but as they worked their way around the edges, you could tell that that was one of the last things they thought about. So yeah, if I think the way to have done it, knowing the events now, the way that they work out, would be to just trigger that event, absorb his forces, and use that to kind of help me. That probably would have been enough to put up a bit of a fight in Yuan. Or maybe even relocate with those officers, because okay, let's do this event. I believe it is time you must think about marriage. That sentence was put together the way I talk sometimes in English. It just kind of, you understand what they're saying, but you know that it's kind of slightly jumbled up. Liu Bei's first wife out of 2. Liu Bei's the favorite behind Cao Cao when it comes to attention from these games. He gets like almost as many events as Cao Cao does. I think Cao Cao has a little bit more, or maybe they're about. Maybe it's too close to say actually. I feel like Cao Cao has more in this one, but Liu Bei might have more events overall across the series. Okay, Liao Hua is free because he was on the field. Let's see if we can get him. Early January, let's see if anybody's showing up. Keeps telling me Huiji, but it was telling me that before, so that could just be a... That's most likely an item. Darn, so we might not have gotten anybody. We may not have gotten anybody really actually added to our force. Chu, I think, has enough tactics. More than he'll ever use. Ling's got Godly Trident. That's got to be a new one. From after the that was added with the expansion. Kind of rethunk it because I'm like, you know, based on the content, is it an expansion? I don't know. I don't want to touch that one just yet. Oh. Better not start dwelling on that. I think we should have tried to race Sun Jian for this territory down here. Gave it up too easily. We could actually... we could take that one also. Okay, next turn we'll send somebody out there. We're gonna need everything, you know? We're gonna need everything that we can. Okay, so we could make peace with Liu Bei. That's certainly an option. That only leaves us Liu Biao to attack. Alright, we got him. Great. That might be the only officer we get this year, so... Plague damage, but it's not doing any plague damage. Why is that? An amazing item. Yeah, we didn't get any officers. Just an item in Huiji. Are you almost done with the first part of this wall? You know, it's an earthen wall, right? It's just a mound of dirt. Okay. Alright. Feel like Hang Xuan's basically like a sketchy civil servant, you know? He's like, oh yeah, we need more money for the budget. We need more money to... If we want to finish this this project up in time, we're gonna need more. It's gonna take longer, you know? Like... You know how you have those sections in town where you see them working on that same pothole for like 8 months, the same crack down the road, and you know something sketchy's going on there. You know something's up. Every day you see 7 guys in the same spot. You're like, uh-huh. Yeah, still not done with that crack on the road, huh? Okay. Right. Okay, let's see. Let's try. Hidden poison. Gorgias says no. He says he recommends 2 dummies, so I'm thinking that means it's not going to work. Anywhere else we can try? 83 right there. What if we get bandits to appear down here? Oh, we can't because it's not owned by anybody. Okay. I was thinking it would be cool if we could get them to appear and, you know, in a roundabout way, have Sun Jian lose that city, and then we can take it. Okay, let's try this spot. It's 83. Gorgia. Oh, he steps up to the plate for that one. Okay. See if Liu Bei started recruiting. Doesn't look like it yet. Okay, so let's send somebody to take this core over here. Snake guy, we do. Beautiful. One of the things I would like to see, and I know that in Flame you can increase fire damage, and that's actually really great. But I do think Koei should have given us the option to increase trap damage, so that traps are a little bit more viable. They should have made it so that, you know, beefed up the damage, at least as a scenario option, you know, not a permanent buff across the board. You know, leave it up to the players, right? So it's customizable, and people can set it where they want. But give us the option to buff it up so that there's a decision to be made about whether do I want to use a trap or do I just want to plop another arrow tower down. You know, I think if the traps did some more damage, the damage varied a little bit more, they would be used. You know, I can tell you for certain that I would use them more often if they did a little bit more damage, especially the rock falls and stuff like that. I wonder what Liao Hua's policy is. I think it's okay. Yes, Snake. I had a feeling. Okay, let's see. He's building that. All we can do really is recruit. We have to keep working at recruiting. Let's get somebody. I think I'm gonna pull somebody famous down here. Probably gonna have to be Yang Biao, if he's available. Jin Kun's also famous. Who else do we have? Maybe I'll pull. No, I think I'll pull him instead. Okay, so I'll give him control so that hopefully he can help and speed up this territory. He can probably get this one covered before the other ones are even done. Okay, so he's heading down there. He's working on commerce, so let's get a replacement lined up for him. Really, anybody will do. We have a lot of officers that, you know, I have enough officers here. I just need the time. I need the time to build up and go, and I just don't think, I don't know, guys, I just don't think I'm gonna have it. Alright, well, it's not the end of the world. Keeps getting bandits there, so that's funny. Gonna have to keep dealing with that. What a nuisance that is. Although it could be worse. You could have bandits spawning in somewhere like Shu. That's really bad. Okay, that's just about done. So we're just, I think we'll put one more earthen wall on this hex right here. And so when his forces come down, we can manipulate this area very easily. We'll put an earthen hex here, and then we'll put a camp back here. So if he heads this way, we can at least attempt to slow him down. That's what all this is for anyway. It's just to slow him down so that he can't just land here and immediately be there. He has to go around. You know, it'll buy us some time. It's only a couple hexes, but you have to picture it with units, with the camps here that they have to destroy, with the arrow towers firing away. You know, it'll slow them down enough. I'm hoping that he doesn't build up Guanling enough, at least not initially, that it's like a last, like an afterthought for the AI, so that he doesn't immediately start heading our way from there, but you know, who knows. Okay, he's almost there. Yeah, Young Biao should be there, so that'll sync up nicely. Okay, let's see what we have. Reduce morale, let's do that. That's funny. We can even restrain him. Let's do that. Let's try to do that. Okay, we're gonna have to keep recruiting there. Let's get a recruiter off that. Okay. Declined. I wonder why that would. Wonder why that is. Okay, let's get. You'll be out here. Loyalty, just his. And let's keep searching. We're basically trying to stave off bankruptcy for as long as we can by searching. Because we are, you know, as you've seen, I've been spending money on stupid things anyway, but lost the geographic advantage of southern Jin. Wow, Sun Jian lost the city to Shixie. Huh. He's not as strong as I thought. He is kind of spread everywhere. Usually expect him to be a little bit more concentrated, but yeah, he is kind of spread out in a lot of directions. Don't see anything too good here. Let's just search.
行ってまいります。
No wars yet between Cao Cao and Liu Bei. Gongsun Jian takes another city. Wow.
天命か。 ご確認ください。
Okay, let's see here. It's now the time to appoint another guy to drill. I don't think so. I think we can still wait a little bit. Let's just keep searching. Training in Huiji, I gotta take him off of that. I don't need him to do that anymore either. Okay, next turn we'll take him off that. Oddly enough, Sun Jian and Liu Biao are at a stalemate. I guess because Sun Jian is just so spread thin. He's thinly spread out everywhere. And Shixie is kind of has some teeth, I guess. I guess he's found some officers. Because of the... Maybe because of the fictional setting. He's got a few more officers than usual. Which is good because I feel like with his current lineup, you know, why even have him in the game if he's just gonna be run over? At least by scrambling up the officers, you give him you kind of give him an opportunity. Okay, so let's get somebody out there who has... Yuan Shu himself, I guess. He has rally, so... Just rally. Okay, so we'll put that last piece of earthen wall right here. I think just right there. Just one piece right there. I was gonna say we could wrap it around, but no. The towers are still gonna take damage anyway from the coast. I'm just hoping they don't take so much damage that just from the ships that it's negligible, that it doesn't matter, you know? Okay, he's still telling me about that item. Let's see, I guess we can send our guys over there. Oh no, it would be too far actually. It's 2 turns just to get there. That's a bit too much. definitely taking Yuan. He's probably gonna eliminate Liu Biao over time. Okay, I guess that was the item, the +2 political. Wow, Zhang He's supply line might get cut off. The way he's just darting across like that. Okay, everyone's pretty much, morale's pretty high still. At least I don't have to worry about that on top of all the other challenges. Is morale plummeting. Yuan Shu and other romances, I think 11 for sure, and I know definitely a 9. His loyalty, the loyalty of his officers just plummet all the time. You know, I don't know if that's to dig at how unlikable he is. It could be. It could very well be. Especially after he becomes emperor. But even when he's not emperor, his officers' loyalty just plummets. I'm telling you, it just goes down and down in those games for no reason. So at least in this one he's alright. It's you know, it's cool, it's okay. Okay, so if we put the camp here, yeah, this is a good, I think this is a good spot. 1, 2 around. Wow, look at that coverage. That's prime time coverage right there. Really what I'd like to be able to do is get my guys in position to possibly snipe Lu Jiang. But I want to snipe it without actually exposing my guys. I want to gain, you know what I mean? We want to gain off of Liu Bei's war. We don't accidentally want to become the fodder for Liu Bei's conquest of Lu Jiang. But we still have to finish our construction there. Wow, he's almost done. He is about halfway, a little bit over halfway already. You can see these other ones for comparison, just how slow they are. We still have this guy training in Huiji. I forgot to take him off. That's probably why there's no gold there. Forgot to take him off. Held the city off pretty well, but it's just barely not going to be enough to stave off Cao Cao. Okay, so let's take him off and put him back over the area. I believe he was doing barracks there. You can see how long it's taking. That's poor officer quality right there. You know, it's taking so long to take anything. Yang Biao can come in and completely almost fill in his hexes on a big space, mind you, and all the other ones are still lagging behind.
さて参るとするか。
Yeah, so we're gonna let... I don't really think Liu Bei will be able to take Lujiang, not on the first try like that. Hopefully he doesn't, and it'll give us an opportunity to make our own play on the city afterwards. Okay, looks like South taking the opportunity, so the hostilities have been renewed between Liu Bei and Cao Cao. I wonder if there's an event where they're discussing heroes. I don't think so, because Liu Bei was staying with Cao Cao when that happened. But that would be great if there was an event where, you know, the moment from the novel where Liu Bei and Cao Cao discuss heroes. Okay, we got our volunteers. All those Tunsei events are definitely not happening, neither are the Lubu ones. Reunion with Zhao Yun might. We might see that occur. How much time do we have with allied with Sun Jian? We only have 5 months. Let's get that taken care of right now. Okay, the camp is up. This looks nice. This is just... Look at that. I like that. I kind of wish that the villages, when you develop them, like let's say you do commerce, I wish you would see some little trade markets come up. And if you develop agriculture, some more farmlands. You know, I wish the looks would change just a little bit. Not too much, because you don't want too much stuff obstructing your view on the map. But it would be cool if the villages kind of reflect what you're developing. So if you do barracks, maybe there's more military camps and stuff like that. I think Romance 8 had something like that, where when you assign your guys to develop the city, you have like a little... just like little buildings and people working in the background. And it reflects what type of thing you're trying to focus on. So if you're doing farmland, it shows like some farmers tilling the soil, stuff like that. If you do market, it'll show some guys trying to like trade and setting up stands, trade stands and stuff. I think they could have easily done that just to give the map a little bit more life, I guess. But I guess they were focused on the color, the whole paint the map thing. Okay, I don't really have... How are these coming along? Level 2. Once we start to get everything to like level 3, we should start... I'll probably start rotating what we're developing at the time. Okay, so I think that's it for everything here. So he'll return back. Looks like he's got some kind of help on the way. Hopefully Liu Biao, hopefully Liu Bei. Okay, call some people over, because it would kind of be a nightmare if he just doesn't try to put up a fight and fend off Cao Cao's territories. He needs to do that. Okay, we just have a banquet suggestion, and that's about it. Just gonna keep searching. Again, there's not too much Too many other things to do right now. Searching, accumulate power. Wait for an opportunity. We could attack Liu Bei right now, but I don't know if causing his kingdom to collapse would be a great thing. It would just... we'd have to square off against Cao Cao then. You get at least 20k, so we can send the unit out. Oh, wow, he's withdrawing. Oh, Sun Jian's on the way. Okay. Yeah, Liu Biao's being picked apart. Okay, I think we are going to be able to safely approach, get in position now. But I don't think we'll make it in time. I think he's going to actually lose the city. Let's try these guys. Okay, guys, so just going to end the video here. Next video, I'll try to send a unit to take Lujian. That's going to be the main thing I can do. I want to avoid war with Liu Bei. I don't really want to knock him down a peg because it's just going to make it easier for Cao Cao to take him out. And then me versus Cao Cao, well, that's the whole reason I'm in the ass end of the map over here. So that's gonna be just a repeat, but probably worse. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I can get somebody over here. Yeah. I also have to consider this. It's going to take me longer because we're going to have to go all the way around. We don't have the ship tech for that. So, man, I don't know if we'll make it in time. Send somebody an arrow to try to haul ass. So, yeah, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think this is salvageable. Be honest. Let me know. Because I think it looks pretty grim, but I'm gonna keep at it at least a little while longer. So yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next video.